Welcome to the Max Jancar Show, essentially a collection of all the audio versions of my articles, as well as commentary and expansions I've done on their content. I hope you enjoy the listen. And if you want to go deeper into my process for getting back with an ex, consider grabbing my free reattraction cheat sheet. And if you want to go deeper into breakup recovery, consider grabbing my free recovery cheat sheet. These are simply one-page PDF documents full of tips and useful insights that you can implement right this second to reach your post-breakup goals. To get any of the two cheat sheets, visit maxjancar.com/sheets. That is maxjancar.com/sheets, as in a sheet of paper. And with that out of the way, let's get right into our episode. Ex-back advice is just self-improvement in disguise by Max Jancar. One of the biggest realizations I had this year is that ex-back advice really is just self-improvement in disguise. Keep getting friend-zoned or rejected. Stop reaching out to your ex and putting yourself into a position where you can be friend-zoned or rejected. And work on your self-awareness and neediness, because if you're getting the cold shoulder, it's probably because you're clingy and desperate and can't notice it. Ex keeps disrespecting you, stringing you along, or using you. Stop being a spineless idiot and assert some personal boundaries. Stand up for yourself and how you believe you should be treated. And move the fuck on if your ex can't treat you how you want. Constantly feeling overwhelmed, panicky, emotional, and can't stop obsessing over your ex and what they do, say, or mean, well, find something you care more about than getting them back. Diversify your identity a bit. Care more about yourself than them. Think your ex is your soulmate and that you can't live without them and believe you can't find anyone better, that there is no one better. Work on overcoming those retarded limiting beliefs. Get a grasp on reality. Can't stop seeking your ex's validation and approval, and are always trying to impress them. Grow some self-respect and force yourself to start thinking, what's my ex doing for me? Are they trying to get my validation, approval, attention, affection, and so on? Problems with gauging your ex's level of interest, connecting with them, or opening them up emotionally? Well, start hanging out with more people and dating around, work on your social skills, and push yourself to be as vulnerable as possible. Need I go on? How you get a good shot at reattracting your ex in general is by resolving your emotional issues, healing old wounds, overcoming your limiting beliefs, respecting yourself more, improving your self-esteem, getting your health in order, and finding other things to value and focus on in your life. Another way to think about this is healing and growing from a breakup is what ultimately makes you more attractive. Now, maybe these things don't sound too sexy, but get them in order and reattraction will often sort itself out. You'll put yourself in the best possible mental and emotional position to mend things. Truth is this deeper self-development stuff that I'm interested in writing about at the moment. And it's also what you should be reading, as opposed to your typical 5 reasons to avoid contacting your ex, 8 signs your ex wants to sleep with you, or 32 signs your ex will return. Don't get me wrong though, this surface level stuff is important, but we need to go deeper. Otherwise, I get bored and miserable, and you get articles that lack originality and liveliness, providing nothing but a brief and meaningless intellectual high that disappears as quickly as it came into existence. Articles that, while a decent starting point, are a shitty end point. So in light of all of this, I'm pivoting. I feel like I've said everything about getting an ex back that I wanted to say, and I have nothing to really add to the discussion. Besides, the idea of spending the next 10 or 20 years milking this subject feels as exciting to me as sticking my dick in a light socket. So here's what you can expect from me going forward. After finishing my upcoming book on reattraction, I'm done writing about a topic. Granted, I have nothing new or valuable to say about it. Consider the project my swan song, my final statement. That said, I'll still update old XBack articles, occasionally make a new video on the topic, and continue expanding and improving my radical reattraction course. It would be stupid to let that go since about 70 to 80% of my income is tied to it, and I'm still committed to providing the best XBack content and products in the industry. Now, the new focus of this blog will be, as I alluded to earlier, self-improvement. Tailored, of course, for people going through a breakup. I want to dive deeper into topics that often get overlooked in our XBack space and, by extension, the breakup advice space at large, mainly because they are not algorithm-friendly and are challenging to write about. These topics include identity and values, purpose and meaning, letting go and detachment, emotional baggage and unavailability, relational habits and patterns, mental models, focus and productivity, resilience, pain and mental toughness, anxiety and depression, self-worth and esteem, trauma and post-traumatic growth, state of the mental health in our culture, hope and death. I have already glossed over these subjects in many articles on this blog. It was my creative side poking out, protruding like a little boy's boner after he opened Pornhub for the first time. But I was still actively pushing it down, suppressing it, choking the bitch in a sewage-filled bathtub, and pleasing Google's algorithm instead. I'll do less of that from now on. I'll also experiment with more storytelling, satire, and other unconventional approaches to writing nonfiction. Approaches that challenge me creatively and make my work something truly different compared to other breakup advice blogs. And finally, I'll occasionally make particular articles more personal, uncomfortably inserting bits and pieces of myself in them, the good, the bad, and the fucked up. I understand that this pivot might make me lose some of you. That's fine. Even if you never read another word I write, know that I have nothing but love and appreciation for you. You have given me more than you realize, and I can be nothing but grateful. My run in the XBack industry has been incredible. I truly hope I'm leaving it better than I found it. Hello there, this is Max again. Just one more thing before you take off. If you want to go deeper with my process for getting an XBack, consider grabbing my free reattraction cheat sheet. And if you want to go deeper into breakup recovery, consider grabbing my free recovery cheat sheet. These are simply one-page PDF documents full of tips and useful insights that you can implement right this second to reach your post-breakup goals. So to get any of the two cheat sheets, just visit maxjancar.com/sheets. That is maxjancar.com/sheets, as in a sheet of paper. With that out of the way though, thank you for tuning in and take care.